Hello, everyone. This is Andrew McFarlane coming to you from Berlin, Germany. As you can see, it is fall outside and it is getting cold, colder than it is in LA normally. So it's kind of novel. It's interesting. So today, I want to talk to you about your purpose. What is your purpose? How do you find your purpose? This is something that I would imagine most of us, if not all of us, ask ourselves at some point in our life. And I want to begin by saying and inviting really us to move our attention from the external to the internal, knowing that fundamentally everyone's purpose is the same when we move internally, and that is to realize ourselves, to actualize ourselves, to be the most authentic version of ourselves, to be more peaceful, more loving, more creative, more joyful. So, in this way, it almost doesn't matter what we do externally in some ways, because everything, every moment can be seen as a vehicle to deepen these qualities and to express these qualities. Now, I do feel that it also is true that we all have unique gifts, unique natural dispositions of how we express ourselves and express these qualities. So that may be through dancing, singing, architecture, mathematics, science, so many things. But when we really, really move from the external to the internal, we can see that we can utilize every situation, every moment as a vehicle to live our purpose, which is to grow. Um, the next thing I want to say in terms of exploring and finding your purpose and expressing it is to take your time. This is something that I've been with a lot lately because I'm a patient person, or at least I experience myself as being a patient person. And at the same time, I'm also a very active person. I love to create. I love to do things. And I've learned that sometimes it's important to really take time to listen. One of my favorite quotes is someone once said, "It's better to do nothing than to be busy doing nothing." And it's not to say that I've been doing nothing or maybe you're doing nothing, but the question is, are you doing the most important thing? Or are you doing the thing that's most resonant for you? And if you're not, it may be worth taking time to meditate, to listen, to be still, to be quiet, to hear what the next highest calling is for your life. I know that a lot of times in our Western world, we can get down on ourselves for not being clear, for having doubt, for being inactive, because we're so identified with being active in the West, and so and in a lot of other cultures as well. But I'm someone who grew up in the West, and I know that this is something that we're so ambitious, and maybe not for the right reasons. So take time to be still, to listen, and then allow yourself to feel into what is exciting you the most, what is inspiring you the most, what is that thing that makes you feel most alive, and then explore that. The next thing that I want to say is enjoy the process, because in truth, what your purpose today might be may not be what it is tomorrow. You may feel totally fulfilled in being a dancer. And then you may at one moment realize that you're meant to go build housing for refugees in Haiti. So a lot of times, especially because of our educational system, I find that a lot of people will invest a lot of money and a lot of time, 4 years and sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars in their schooling. And by the time they're done, they may feel called to do something else. And because they have made this huge investment, they don't feel that they can make the transition into doing something else. And so part of enjoying the process is enjoying the fact that this is a process and it will change, or it may change. I feel for most of us it probably will change, but maybe not for some of us. But for me, I know in my life, I know that I'm very likely meant to do many things. I already have done many things. I feel like I've had different lifetimes. At one point, I was an actor, and then more recently, I had a juice company, and now I'm in another phase where I'm going to be doing something else. And at each one of those phases, I was really living what felt to be my highest calling, but it keeps growing and it keeps unfolding. So I'm allowing myself to be in that flow and in that rhythm. So I also invite you to do the same. The next thing that I would say, which is probably is the last thing that I'm going to share, and it's a little bit more strategic. I found this helpful in my life, and hopefully it serves you too, is to send out to maybe 5 to 10 of your closest friends, family members, send out a survey and ask them, what is my unique gift? What do you feel that I may do naturally better than others? And the reason that it's really powerful to do something like this is because sometimes the things that we're gifted at and are really our life's path's calling is so close to us. It's really at the tip of our nose. It's so close that we can't even see it. And having people reflect certain things back to you, you'll actually understand and maybe experience the value in these things. Whereas for you, it might be so natural that you could never imagine it bringing value to the world because it's not something that you're trying to do. But in this way, when you have people reflect that, oh, you're a really great listener, or you're a really great speaker, or you inspire people to live their dreams. You don't know what it could be. You're going to get feedback that you may have never imagined, and that might be the catalyst to you seeing and saying, wow, I actually do really enjoy this thing, and I could see myself pursuing this, and this is the gift that I've already been bringing to the world. Let me invest in it further and water this seed so that it can grow more and more and more. I love this conversation because it feels very close to my heart always, that we always have the opportunity to live inside that question of, are we doing what we are called to do and what is our highest expression? And when we meditate on that regularly, it will sober us up a bit, I feel. So this is Andrew McFarland signing out. If you like the video, like it. If you feel that this video may inspire someone you know, please feel free to share it. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Sending you all my love, and hopefully I'll see you soon.